Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.
Felicity and Kat are eating in the square while discussing how much they miss Mark in today's episode of Days of Our Lives. Their brother isn't a bad person, Kat tells her sister. He just did something bad for a cause. She then bursts with praise for Chad. Felicity rolls her eyes and says, "Wow. Don't you like him a lot?" Of course. He is an amazing man. However, she doesn't like him. Well, she does like him. But because of what she did, he will never like her again. Felicity, on the other hand, tells Kat that it's similar to her and Todd. After she gave him a meatloaf sandwich, he became her boyfriend even though he didn't initially like her. When Chad visits, he finds Julie dozing off in Alice's chair and inquires about her well-being. After expressing regret for being away for so long, he inquires about the outcome of her meeting with Marlena. All right, I suppose. Although Marlena looked beautiful, her issue of being adrift without Doug will not be resolved by therapy. Chad gives a nod. Yes. It must be difficult to live without him after decades of being together. However, he believes she will pull out of this. Perhaps speaking with Marlena for consolation will be helpful. Julie appreciates Chad for his assistance and agrees to schedule another session. It's a bigger blow than I've ever had to take to lose Doug. She's aware that one day, like Chad, his children, and the family and friends, her heart will open once more. She assures him, with tears in her eyes, that she will adjust. "You will," I said. They express their importance to one another, and Julie admits that she has given Kat Green some serious thought. She hasn't forgiven her, but since she and Chad are friends and Kat was coerced by Clyde, she can be a little more silent about it. Although Chad claims they are not buddies, they might be in the future. Julie nods knowingly. She won't be as critical, although occasionally unexpected things may happen. A second opportunity is wonderful, so they both hope Kat obtains the assistant position with Marlena. Doug would approve. Julie smiles tearfully. Julie reassures Chad that she would be all right while he has to rush to the paper. She might even try to use the bed to sleep. He says, "I love you," and leaves. When Xander visits Sarah at work, he asks if she would like to join him for dinner. She tells him about Alex and how insane everything has been with the poisoning. They're all okay, though. Sarah uses the opportunity to inquire as to if Xander and Philip have been getting along after he wonders if they're aware. Indeed, they are. Xander claims that he is fully committed to going to war with the Demarás. What? Sarah asks in shock. He assures her that they will find a legal means to pursue them, so she should relax. They will, at most, bend a few rules. Xander pledges to use caution when Sarah expresses concern about escalating a conflict with Kristen. Philip came up with the idea to do this as well. When Xander says that Philip is much less cautious now that he doesn't have to worry about Stephanie getting hurt, Sarah doesn't understand why he changed his attitude. While it's terrible for Joy, Alex and Stephanie are kissing on her couch and reaffirming that his near-death experience just increased their desire for one another. Who is unconscious and forgotten on her bed. When Steph tells him about the poisoning being on the pills, Alex understands that Joy must have also contracted it. Alex and Stephanie rush to her when she doesn't pick up his phone. Alex repeatedly knocks on the door before entering. They run to where she is unconscious. They take her directly to the hospital since she is barely surviving. They admit her, and although Sarah is concerned that she hasn't had treatment for as long as she has, she believes the antidote will make things better very soon. Sarah responds that they already had the antidote in the lab when Alex inquires about it. All they had to do was identify the medicine that caused this. Joy awakens in the hospital bed at that point, unsure of her purpose. During their conversation concerning Joy and Alex outside the reception area, Xander inquires as to whether she left Philip for his cousin. Sarah comes out to tell them that Joy will fully recover, saving Steph from thinking about her encounter with Philip. Xander goes to the pub to grab takeaway for the two of them later, while Stephanie rushes out to visit her. Sarah immediately begins messaging Philip once he leaves. Joy tells Alex and Stephanie how much they appreciate them saving her while she is in the hospital. "Well, have the two of you bumped into each other in the hallway?" Yes, Alex tells his soon-to-be ex in an unpleasant way. That's right. Kate enters Philip's room to talk while he is getting ready for bed and performing shirtless push-ups. I've had a disastrous career as a soap opera mogul. Until he learns that Stephanie might have been harmed, Philip is only somewhat concerned in the poisoning. She left the show even though she wasn't. Kate claims that since the beginning, the program has been a major hassle and she is unsure if it is worth it. She tells Philip it actually brought a little joy for a while. And there's no joy now. It has died.
Dead. But she'll work it out with Abe.
She inquires about the work situation and is overjoyed to learn that he and Xander are getting along. And that Stephanie and Sarah are being silent. Indeed, they have joined forces to target Demera Enterprises. Although Kate respects their drive, he might be offending someone. Sarah, not Kristen or any Demera. She has known his secret and has opposed this from the start. Philip informs his mother that he should have gotten in touch with her by now if there was an issue. At which point she texts him to say she wants to meet. She claims they made an agreement to control Xander's darkest impulses when she shows up at his room and arrange. Yes, but she advised working with him as well. Philip is taking that action and will ensure that Xander does not violate any laws. However, Sarah believes that he doesn't have a significant impact on her husband, so perhaps it's time to be honest with Xander. Xander is leaving the Brady pub when Kate bumps into him. She was just discussing their plans to take over Demera with Philip. Xander is irritated until Kate acknowledges that she has nothing against their plan. When Chad appears in the square in the last seconds of the show, Kat and Felicity embrace and share an ice cream sundae. Kat informs Chad that they are celebrating her new job with Marlena and introducing him to her younger sister. Although he's delighted for her, Felicity proposes that he and Kat share the sundae before he can flee. But he needs to go to the office. After he leaves, Felicity simply shrugs. Well worth a shot. Julie haltingly but resolutely makes her way upstairs to her house. Philip pleads with Sarah to use common sense. No one will be able to control Xander if he leaves. Philip is clearly following Sarah's guidelines rather than his. For the time being, they can move forward with the takeover plans, but she will stop them if she learns of anything suspicious. Okay. Philip grudgingly accepts, and before Sarah leaves, he receives another threat. According to Sarah, Xander mentions the body and soul poisoning and how almost Joy died. Kate is surprised to learn this. Alex and Stephanie, meantime, are conversing in the hospital's reception area and concur that now wasn't the appropriate moment to inform Joy about the two of them. But after she recovers, Alex will do it. He kisses her to reassure her that this is what he wants. Joy emerges from her room in time to witness it.